my dad is a weirdo. And the reason why I say that is because back in 2020, he sent me really weird, creepy text messages. The way I used to tell people, or the way I remembered it, was not even the words that he used. When I looked at the screenshots, which it even took me a long time to be able to look at the screenshots, quite frankly, just because drama. But yeah, it was worse words used than I remembered. So that's lovely.
We got another crazy story, man. It seemed like since we hit 100K, the world just gone crazy because y'all been seeing the recent videos. Crazy, you feel me? So now we got this story with her about her creepy dad. The dude's creepy, straight up. You feel me? But hey, y'all go grab y'all. Well, hold up. Y'all heard that? Back with another banger video. But yeah, y'all go grab y'all some water, whatever it is y'all doing. Y'all watch my videos. Y'all come and rock with your boy. And let's see what they talking about. You feel me?
I don't talk to him anymore.
You should.
Quite frankly, I don't think he has ever actually loved me or cared about me, which is fine. I mean, I'm at the point where probably a good portion of my family doesn't even actually like me, and that's fine with me. I'm the black sheep. I will be the black sheep because that nigga is weird. Now I have some screenshots. I have screenshots that I'm going to post, and I went ahead and I hope I arranged them in the right order. If something doesn't make sense, sorry, but I arranged them in the order of the weird messages that he sent me a particular night. After that, I believe it's arranged in messages that he sent me before that night. Now, the actual night that he sent me the out of the box shit, he was saying that he was drunk and he took a Percocet. Now,
I ain't gonna lie. In my lifetime, I've been so drunk, blasted, high, everything in the past, and I have never sent. I don't have a sister, but I've never sent anyone I was related to nothing crazy by mistake. Never, no matter how drunk I was. You feel me? Come on, bro. Don't blame that on that. Don't blame that on that.
he was saying that he was drunk and that he took a Percocet and that he meant to text his girl at the time. And that's a big ass lie, because in one of the messages, which you will see, he told me not to tell my sister. My little sister, was 12 at the time. She's 17 now. I have several siblings, mind you. But yeah. And she was actually laying next to me when he sent those messages, and my two younger siblings were in his bed with him, laying next to him. At that time, I lived with my grandma and him, just for context. Now, just to explain, like, some of the messages, towards the end, you will see me talking to somebody else, like, they're kind of explaining, like, the conversation that they had with him on the phone. That is my big brother. The proof is in the pudding with that. I don't really know what else to say about that, but you will see. Yeah. I know some of you might be like, well, why post this now? Well, babes, people talk about their trauma, and I want to talk about mine. Because, I mean, it happened. It's true. And I don't believe to this day that this nigga is in his right mind, because he never went to therapy. Not saying that that'll fix.
Therapy ain't gonna help that. Only thing that's gonna help that is Jesus Christ. He need to go get baptized 3 times in a row. You feel me? It's a lot of things he need, but therapy ain't it.
Fix everything that's the fuck wrong in that nigga's brain, but it's a start, and I don't think he ever even attempted to start. And he still drinks to this day, I bet. So, yeah. But, yeah, and in between, I truthfully think that he was thinking about me in this weird way, even before he sent the super weird messages. Because yeah, you will see he used the word beautiful a lot when it came to me, and he like made a lot of weird comments. Like one of them was that is a beautiful nightgown. I had actually gotten like a little night dress, I guess. It had cats and dogs all over it. Mind you, I was a virgin also at the time. Not that that necessarily matters. I didn't lose my virginity until years later. But just for him to, you know, send me these messages, I'm a virgin and you're my biological father. Like, not that that's any particular order, but it should be. But I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. So take a gander. Next video, you will see. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me on.
All right, next video. So this is the messages between her and her dad. So this is her dad. Hey, baby, your hair is beautiful. That's, first of all, that's weird saying that, but it's something I want to ask you, but you have to keep it between us. She responds, thank you, and okay, I will. And then he responds, I want to, but I'm scared because it's inappropriate. Super weird. And then she says, you can just ask. And then he says, hello. And then she says, yeah, I don't know what that means. And then he says, I want to give you some head. Do you know what that means? Diabolically insane.
You know,
That's weird.
they come out that one time.
Okay, grandma
You
speaking
dwelled on
sperm
it.
donor yet again, y'all.
You dwelled on it like that's what you really want.
And she telling him about himself because she like, you wanted that, like you dwelled on that.
Is that what you want? Is you that kind of person? I ain't raised that kind of person. No, I ain't raised that kind of child.
She did. Yes, she did.
Did all I could.
You
I know I made mistakes. But I didn't put them in there. I did not put that kind of stuff in you. I did not put that kind of stuff in you. I tried to keep you from all that kind of stuff. Okay. I didn't let you know none of you people because I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want nobody to get I didn't want to hurt nobody. I didn't want to hurt each other.
Okay, so that's the grandma again on him. All right, let's go to the other, so she got more text messages. Let's see what, damn.
And the reason why I say
Complicated. Let's say, please forgive me. Okay, what's the money for? Nothing. Okay, good morning. Hello, how are you? If you're not busy today, do you want to come smoke? You're asking her to come and smoke. Weird. Let's keep it going. Okay, did you get it? Yes, good morning. I had a dream we were wrestling last night. What the that's odd. OMG. But who finna send a daughter? I had a dream we was wrestling last night. That's weird. Okay, now this is the conversation between the brother. So now he's explaining what happened, I guess what he explained to the brother. So auntie, and then they blanked out a lot of stuff, came in here with some BS that annoyed me. Auntie said she talked to him and he said that he don't think of me like that or in that way, and something just came over him. So he's trying to defend himself. And that God is gonna fix it. You need God. Then came in here being nosy, asking why I never leave this room. None of your effing business. When I'm going to sit in there and listen to y'all bring the situation up over and over so I can have more of an emotional breakdown. He's playing victim. Lord have mercy. I guess that's the brother. Me, I don't get why me staying to my effing self is such a effing issue. Like she literally looked so annoyed when she said that. So That was the conversation between the dad and the big bro. So he trying to play victim to the big bro and all of that stuff. So now let's go to part 2. Well, I actually watched this is like my second time doing it because I had to delete the first video because I wasn't even recording. Crazy, right? I wasn't even record. But yeah, so this is part 2.
I'd actually just like to make a few points here. So
The background noise is her video. I'm gonna try to neutralize it as much as I possibly can, but y'all might still hear it.
I was actually drinking a lot of juice at that time. Like I said before, I was a virgin. I was drinking like pineapple juice, cranberry juice, and I know he saw me like making like my little mixtures of drinks and stuff. I was exploring myself, not that that's anybody's fucking business, but you know, everyone obviously knows what cranberry juice, pineapple juice, that kind of thing does to a woman's body. Positive things, duh. But as you saw, like, he didn't ask to have necessarily sex with me. He said what he said. So just that's another disturbing fact on that. And I actually remember seeing something like years after the fact on my little sister's Snapchat story. This was when she was younger, of course. I'm not sure what age she was, but the one who's 17 now. I saw in her story something about how she thanks God that she don't have to wear put on clothes or some shit like that around her dad because her dad's not a creep. I don't know, it was something along the lines of that, and I kind of just sighed.
But still, like if I had a daughter, my daughter came around me with like skimpy clothes on, I would tell her, "Go put some damn clothes on. What you doing?" That's the type of father I am. Go put some clothes on. I don't know what you got your legs and all that shit on. Go put, you feel me? That's who I am. I ain't know you finna be around me because, oh, my dad's not a weirdo. I can dress it. No. Go put some clothes on right now. Straight up. The only person I walk around like that is my wife. Nobody else. You hear me?
That I just thought that I should talk about that. And as y'all saw as well, he tried to lie about it, and there's no room for you to lie, Buki. But yeah, he tried to lie about it. Of course, as y'all can see from the messages, that shit had me like so fucking upset.
Yeah, he was trying to play victim. That's crazy, him playing victim, bruh. He need help. It's something mentally wrong with Buddy.
But it is what it is. Of course, somebody like him would try to lie about something like that. Yeah, I just had more things to add, just to kind of more so nail it into the coffin. There's a few more details, like with the room I was in, him being next to me. I don't know, I just I'm now wondering like if he was like watching me through the keyhole. Like there's just little shit I think about. And I don't know, man. There's a argument that I had with my stepmom over text, and she ended up revealing to me that they had cameras inside of that house that I was living in with them. And what the fuck do you mean you had cameras in the house? That I just be thinking about shit too. And I try not to think about it too much because I'm like, wow, like that is so fucking weird. But do you cameras in the house? And I would be there sometimes, like, well, damn near like every fucking morning by myself because I worked overnight. Everybody else would be at the house, and sometimes I might have to run back upstairs to go grab me something that I forgot, like a toe or something, and then nobody was home, so you know how that goes. I don't know, man. I'm just speculating. I just be thinking about shit. My intuition is very fucking strong, and I put clues together, and And that's why you will never be able to convince me that he wasn't already thinking like this. Shit, he might have been thinking about this shit since I was a teenager, for all I know.
He definitely was. But on another note, what she better do, backstory on my family. Dang, bro, she got so much stuff backstory on her family. I ain't got time to be doing all of that. But I will do the follow up of her and her family's relationship now. But before we get into that, I gotta say this: what she needs to do, go get her a job, go make you some money on, and get away from that family because it seems like the family weird. Get away from them folks, bro. You don't need to be around them. Get away and go start a family of your own, and you feel me, straight up. But we're gonna watch this last video, and you feel me, we'll get off this.
Relationship with your father like now, and how did your family respond to it? So I'm going to do my best to respond to this. When it happened, I told my older brother, which is who you see in the messages, and I also told my grandma, which is his mother, and she was very shocked. I did show her the messages. She said so. Basically said, so my son is a pervert, and I was like,
yes,
yeah, if that's what you want to call him, yes. And her first reaction was to kick him out. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a job at the time, and my mental state was just so fucked up that I eventually ended up losing my job because I just could not fucking focus for shit at work. And after a while, while he was finding a place, my grandma kind of, back on her word. Not that I was, I didn't feel comfortable, of course, being around him anymore, of course, after that point, especially with the beautiful nightgown comment. He had a particular way of doing things when he would message me those particular messages. For example, with the beautiful nightgown comment, I walked into the kitchen. He was in the den with my grandma, which is a direct line in view of the fridge. So he can clearly fucking see me. And he was doing something to help my grandma. He was, getting ready for bed, obviously. And I was ready for bed as well. I had my little, night dress on with the cats and the dogs on it. And I saw him look up at me. Well, I had went into the kitchen to go grab my milkshake. I didn't think nothing of it. And so I went back in my room. And as soon as I sat down back in my room, that's when he sent the message about the beautiful nightgown shit. Like, he would never tell me any of these.
Why would you text your dog? That's so weird, bro. That's crazy. You got a beautiful night. Man, please.
Things to my face. So that's another point. But yeah, the rest of the family, they reacted like, I guess like anyone would initially. Like, I can't believe it. Yeah. And I just showed him all the messages, and the person that I was like, so my brother told me that he told his mother. His mother told my stepmom, who's been married to him for 11 years. I don't know how the relationship is right now, but so I know that it has been a rocky road. I'm gonna just say that, kind of like on and off. Maybe she's had someone here and he's had someone there, like mutually, like they were split for a little bit. I don't know how that works, but yeah. Sorry, the 11-year comment is probably obviously longer now. This happened back in 2020, as I said again. But yeah, everyone, my grandma was crying. She said the pervert thing. I ended up telling my cousin, who they were thick as thieves, close. Like, my cousin is like in her 30s now. They were pretty close. She was highly upset about it, and like I was saying, my brother told his mom, who ended up telling my stepmom. My stepmom did text me. I actually have a screenshot of her telling, addressing it with me, and she was basically saying, I'm so sorry, blah 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 blah. Now, what's funny is that one of my aunts, one of his sisters, she actually got me this was like months, I think, after it happened, maybe even a few weeks, or I don't know, I don't even remember. But my aunt got me to get in the car with her. She asked me to go somewhere with her, and I'm like, okay. So I did, and we were just driving around, and she was basically saying, like, telling me not to tell my stepmom, even though she had already been told. Or I don't know, I'm trying to piece the pieces together, like when my
Man, you better tell everybody. You hear me? Tell everybody.
brother's mom told my stepmom, but either way, she ended up, knowing anyways. But for my aunt to do that, it was so weird and a little sinister, because, like, why does that matter to you so much about gatekeeping this? Like, I don't even know what to say about this. And then I ain't gonna lie, like, even after a while, like after everything kind of like died down, apparently they were telling me that he hadn't been eating for months after that, which I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a fuck. Like, so neither was I. I couldn't even fucking eat. I was crying all the fucking time. Tried cutting myself, but that shit hurts. So I couldn't do that. But I was really depressed.
That's a good one. I'm glad it hurt you. I'm glad it hurts, bro. Like, thank you that you didn't continue doing that. It ain't funny, but I'm glad she didn't continue.
And crying, and I did slice my leg a little bit, but that it didn't really go too deep, because, like I said, that shit hurt. I don't see how y'all do this shit for real. That shit kind of fucking hurt. But yeah, I was very fucking depressed, and yeah, they were saying that he was depressed and now he couldn't eat and blah blah blah. He ended up getting his own apartment anyways months after, and I'm not gonna lie, like, still living with my grandma. I didn't have a job, and I was steadily supposed looking for one. I was just so fucking depressed, y'all. Like, I was so depressed, and I was in such a low state, and it didn't help that after a while, like, things kind of flipped on me. Like, I caught my grandma talking shit about me. She accused me of things, and it's like everything he said got swept under the carpet. But that's all right. I digress. But like I said, to this day, my other siblings have found relationships with him. As far as I still know, him, my stepmom, and my 3 younger siblings. The oldest of my younger 3 siblings is 17. They all live together. I don't know anything different as far as I know, but I don't know what else to add here. I did end up, the house that my dad and my stepmom and my siblings were staying in, I was staying there for a bit, a good little while, and I ain't gonna lie, that whole household made me feel like I didn't fucking belong at all. There was probably smear campaigns being run about me, people talking shit about me, probably lying to my.
The reason you feel like you didn't belong because you don't belong. That's what y'all got to understand. Instead of y'all trying to fit in with different groups, you feel like you don't belong. You know you don't, but you still trying to fit in with a certain group instead of going to start your own group. You feel me? The reason you feel like you don't belong is because you don't belong there. You got to go somewhere else. You feel me?
Siblings, like, our relationships just started to, and me and my younger siblings were no longer close, and I assume that that's because my stepmom or my dad, or both of them, were in their ears about it. And eventually my dad ended up kicking me out. I mean, I didn't have anywhere else to go, because I actually left from staying with my mom because my mom was abusing me. And yeah, my mom was abusing me, and I didn't have anywhere else to go. But I had a friend at the time, and what's crazy, when he was calling me to kick me out, it was on a Friday. He was saying, it that I need to be out. And I said, when do I need to be out by? And he said Saturday. So I left that Friday. And I asked him why he was doing this. And I don't really remember what he said. I just want you to be okay. I forgot what he said, to be honest. It was bullshit. It wasn't even like he had a full backbone to even fucking do that shit. But it's fine. I do not give a shit. Like, it is what it is. He suggested for me to go to one of my friend's house, which I did end up staying with that friend a little bit. I ended up leaving her house too. By the way, I left my grandma's house voluntarily too. I've left a lot of people's houses. I've just been bouncing around. My life has been hard in that aspect, but it is okay. God has always had his hand on me. Okay? He has always had his hand on me. And if anybody who knows me sees this video and doesn't think that he does, I promise you he does. Because I am still fucking standing. Y'all did not take me down. Didn't.
Facts. Yeah, that's why God will get you kicked out of certain places so you can see what he got for you. As long as you comfortable, you can't really see what God got for you. You got to get in an uncomfortable situation. That's when you fully surrender. And then that's when God can be like, okay, I got you right here so I can take you over here. You know, I can never forget, like, when my dad got married again, and you know how it is with the new wife, like a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on, end up kicking me out. At that moment, I was mad. But them kicking me out was the best move. Now that I'm looking like where I'm at in life right now, that was the best thing that happened to me. Because if they never kicked me out, I probably would have never moved out of Alabama, Birmingham. You feel what I'm saying? And me moving out of Birmingham probably was one of the best moves I ever made. I moved to California. Then the second best move I made is when I left California and went to the military. You feel what I'm saying? The third best move I made is when I started a YouTube channel when I was in the military. But imagine, none of that wouldn't have happened if I didn't get kicked out of the home, out of my dad's home. You feel me? So I look at that as a blessing. So her getting kicked out, that's a blessing. You never know what God got for you. You feel me? But yeah, man, y'all tell me what you think about the video in the comments, man. See you guys next video. Always remember, be safe out here, kings and queens. Let's get it.